It looks like MTL feed is starting. And now I need to readjust camera because I had to move some stuff. Well, it was. You guys see okay from there, I hope? Good, let's go front to back. Round those shoulders, pinch those shoulders. Much smaller room here to film in, so sorry for all the corner clutter. No view of the garden. Good, if you're sitting, you're probably gonna wanna stand. It's a good chance for me to check the height on this camera too. Looks like we're gonna be just okay, squeezing in there. Guess we won't do any jumping today. Keep my head in the screen. Good morning, Trilogy. I hope you're all doing on the live feed, doing well. I hope you're smoke-free. Unless you're watching from here, then you're not. Bring that shoulder up and roll it over. Give you that side view. See some people shoot that arm forward. My arm stays directly on my side. And I'm just rolling that shoulder joint up and over. So don't bring your arm forward. Shrug up to that ear, roll that joint, roll it back. Let's switch arms. Up and over. Please, by all means, if you're living here in the Pacific Northwest, stay inside today. We are at a purple level air condition, which is in essence like smoking 30 packs or 30 cigarettes in a single day, not 30 packs. It's really, really bad, guys. It's not worth breathing in. Stay inside today, make some TV dinners or something if you got no food. All right, from there, we're gonna go big circles. And switch directions. Good. All right, arms out, roll those shoulders over in tiny circles, pulling backwards. Good, take those circles and switch directions. Still focusing on pulling into the back of the shoulder, small muscles in the back of your scapulas. And down. Good. We're gonna rotate now, shoulders over hips. Keep those hips stable. Turn those shoulders. Today's a day to knock a book off the stack. Stay inside, have a glass of ice water, and read a good book. That's what the boys are doing right now. Okay, hands on hips, hip circles. And switch. Let's go ahead and start moving now. So marching those feet, moving around. If you got the space, go ahead and move around the room. You know, go ahead and walk around. You got that space and wherever you're working at. If you don't, just march in place. It's fine, but just move around. Let's get that heart rate going up a little higher. Get the blood pumping through our system. Continue to warm our muscles up before we start our exercises. I'm going to be baking bread today myself. I have already activated my starter before I got on class. Hopefully a few hours, that'll be ready to go. Of course, that won't be bread I'll be eating today, but at least I'll be making it. And I cannot wait to start getting to do meetings in person again. And you guys know, at 7 Summits, I'll do a bread class along with cupcake classes, right? Good. We're going to transition from that stepping into those modified jumping jacks. So remember, out, in, out, and back. This is just a way to get that lateral movement in the shoulders and the hips going without necessarily getting too dynamic with a regular jumping jack. If you have that ability to do a regular jumping jack, you should be doing a regular jumping jack. Modified is just a way to alternate an exercise that might be difficult for you. But if you're capable of doing the full exercise, do it. Get the most out of your workout. I also know, as long as I've been teaching classes now, that if I had started doing regular jumping jacks, you'd all start doing it with me or you'd run away. So I'm going to keep doing the modifieds so you can see what's going on. But those of you live that are capable of doing regular jumping jacks, here. Good. Let's march again. We're going to alter this march a little bit, though. We're going to slow it down, and we're going to start exaggerating our limbs. So what I want you to do is lift one leg high and one arm high. Start coming up, tippy toe and knee if you can. Lift the knee high, come up on the tippy toes of that foot that's on the ground, and challenge those arms to go through a full range of motion. Nice high knees. And bring that down. And just march it out again. All right, it's time to pick up the tempo. So let's get a little bit faster feet now. So from this march, I want you to go as quick as you can that we can maintain for 10 seconds. So get ready and march. Whatever that new speed is for you, just pick up that march. Tap, 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 tap. Get those arms to match. And bring it back down. Just keep moving. Slow it down. All right, you guys ready to go quick again? And go. Hey, Bill. Hope you're doing well. And back down we go. We're gonna do that one more time. Hopefully that heart rate's starting to go up. Starting to get a little bit warm. A little bit of glow coming out of the skin. And Go. Faster feet. Make a move. And down we go. All right, we're going to finish off this warm-up with one more set of those jumping jacks. Remember, we took a little bit of the dynamic off this jumping jack by not doing the hop. But you do the hop if you can. Modify it to your capabilities. Maybe it hurts your shoulders to go up overhead like this, so you do halves. Or maybe you're just pumping those legs side to side. Regardless, keep moving. We're almost there. 10 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. From here, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and grab a drink of water if you have one close by. Most of you are at home, right? So there's really no excuse to not have water close by. You can run to that kitchen. Get that sip and grab that chair. So I use that chair today. I'll give you some different angles so you can kind of see what I'm doing through this. But let's get those hips going a little bit more. And we're going to do that pendulum. So remember, from that pendulum, we're going to take one leg. We'll lift it out away from us and let the toe lead the way. So the toe's pointing out to the side. It comes across the middle and it points to the inside. So you're turning and inverting that foot. I'm just going to let it free swing. Your swing may be low. That might be where your hips are tight, the inside of your thighs. Just make sure that foot's rotating. You're going to swing it as high as you can swing it. Good. We're going to slow that leg down, and we're going to switch legs. Again, point, point. Turn that foot. That allows our hip to rotate properly, to let the leg swing through this joint freely. And again, height is relevant to the tension in your leg, so don't worry on how high you go. Do the move right. Point that toe. Speed also. You control your leg. Just get a little bit of acceleration through. Otherwise, I'm letting it swing pretty free. Slow that back down. Good. Space those feet out. Chair width. Back stays nice and straight. I'm going to sit back in my hips. And I'm going to drop them down. Come up out of those hips. And drive forward into the big toe. Put that down. And sit down. Two more. Good. All right. From here, I'm going to bring my feet back in narrow. And I'm going to step behind myself. And I'm going to sit down a little bit. And I'm going to come back to that chair. And I'm going to switch it to the other side and sit. So I'm back and back. Side to side. Let that leg cross behind you. Don't try to put it down flat. Just setting my toes down and dropping down into that front leg closest to the chair. Nothing onto the crossing leg. It stays on that front leg. Thanks, Josh. I'm glad you like the shirt. I like it too. I'm hoping I get regular care packages full of St. Scholastica gear. I envision one day my entire closet being full of just college shirts from all three of my children, wherever they choose to attend, and I can proudly represent their educational success. All right, let's work on the back of the shoulders today. So instead of a push-up, let's do that scapular pinch. So let me give you a side view again. On those toes, in that nice plank position. Now I'm gonna keep my arms locked out, and I'm just gonna let my shoulder blades pinch together. And I'm gonna push and round them all the way away. Pinch and round. Try not to shrug up by your ears. Try to keep those shoulders pinching back behind you. Good. All right. Let's take that back to the top. Not with those pendulums. Those pendulums were a great warm-up. But with our squats. So we're going to have those feet spaced out again. Flat back. Sit back through those hips and down. Come up and through the big toes. Someone just asked how my daughter was doing. She is doing swimmingly. Somehow I was completely confused on any updates I've given you. Her first day of work was last night. She said it was pretty slow, and she mostly shadowed while she is working in the restaurant at the Radisson Hotel. She has her first fast pitch practice for college tomorrow, not today. And she is beyond excited. She was named, they have a special representation on every age group on her team, so seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and she was named as a freshman representative for her team. So that comes with its own duties and responsibilities to basically be a leader for the incoming class. Good. From here, step back behind, drop down into that hip. She definitely has a ton on her plate, and she seems genuinely excited about it. Even though she has all her collegiate workouts, she still reached out to dear old dad and asked for some speed and agility workouts just to be on her every pun intended there, game. So this morning I sent her a 3-week speed plan. Good. All right. Let's do those scapular pinches again. Back in that plank position over our chair. Shoulders down. Pinch them together. Push and round them out. All that work in our shoulder blades. Remember when you pinch, bring all of your body weight through and push all of your body weight away. Good. As is norm, let's do that third set. Behind our chair, feet spaced out, back straight, sit back through those hips, down into the hips and quads, up through them, and then all the way up onto that big toe. 2 more. Nice. All right. Back behind, side to side. This is a modified curtsy, or scientifically transverse lunge. Last 2. Good. Let's set ourselves up in that final plank. Chest over chair, shoulders down, pinch them back, round them out. Good. All right. That's 3 times through that series. So what we're going to do now is some single leg work. Give you a side shot of this one. So I'm going to use my chair standing on the side as a support. And I want to pick up my inside leg so you can still see my outside leg. I'm going to push those hips back behind. So you should be able to feel your hip going away from your ankle. So it's no longer over my ankle. As I do that, I'm going to extend my leg back. I'm going to push this hip back underneath me again. Push it back. Now your flexibility is different. Your hip could be down here. You can be pushing back in here and making that work just fine. What I don't want you to do is just bend over. Always push that hip away from the ankle. You should feel tension through your hamstrings and your glutes when you do this right. Good. You can switch to the other side of your chair. I'm just going to turn around and use the chair so you can stay focused on the visual. Inside leg is up. Sit back on that hip. Extend out. The hinging of the hip is the most important thing here. Please use that chair for balance. Good. Bring that around. And let's work a little bit of balance right now. So I want you to just pick one leg up, have that chair close by, and let's hold this 20 seconds. Remember, if you have to touch that foot down, just pop it right back up again. Don't get frustrated. Any and all work. And if there's zero chance to keep that foot up without holding on, try touching your finger on your chair and see if that'll help you stabilize a little bit. At least start to build up some strength in the ankles, the knees, and the hips to handle this balance. We're almost there, guys. 5 more seconds. And switch feet. Again, sitting into that hip, the knee, and the ankle. Use all those muscles to help you with your balance. Don't try to stand up like a straight leg flamingo right now. Use all those muscles to generate balance for you. It builds strength and understanding in the body. Don't just rely on that ankle. Good. Let's bring that foot down. Space those feet out a little bit now. And we're still gonna work on soft knees and pushing the hips back, but I want to reach down towards that floor and press up to the ceiling. So let's reach down and press up. So I'm not sitting, I am soft in my knees, but I'm pushing those hips back behind me as I come up through. Maybe you don't reach the floor. Maybe we're staying in this zone right here, and that is fine too. Just get those muscles to activate and work. Awesome. All right, let's go back to the top. Find that chair or wall for balance. Inside leg picks up. Push that hip back and extend out behind. Awesome. Switch sides of your chair, turn around. Inside leg, hips back, extend out. Good. Let's set ourselves up for that 20-second balance again. Take that foot off the ground. Hold that balance the best you can. If this is a piece of cake and you can just hold there, try moving your leg into different positions and see if that offsetting challenges that balance a little bit more. Good, let's switch feet. If you've been really working on getting into those hips on these last couple exercises, you'll find that your balance is actually gonna start to get a little bit easier. It's gonna feel a little bit better. All those muscles are activated and used to working and moving on that singular leg in that plane. And they should help you with your balance a little bit more. Good, let's bring that foot down. Space those feet out. Push those hips back. Reach and touch. Awesome. It's time for our third and final set. Find that space for balance, something to hold on to. Inside leg, whether you're holding the wall closest leg, or wall closest to the chair, push those hips back behind and extend out. And 10. Switch sides or turn around. Hips back, extend out. And 10. Nice. All right, last set of balance. What's up, Kurt? Hold that foot up. Sit into that balance. Maybe we'll add a couple extra seconds this round, huh? Oh, yeah. Nice job, guys. Let's go ahead and switch feet. And there we go. Feet spaced out, hips pressed back towards the floor, and up and over. Good. All right, guys. Why don't you grab another drink of water real quick? And then we're going to sit down, whatever hand weights you have, whether it's small dumbbells, water bottles, cans of food, books, blocks, whatever you have. Let's go ahead and grab those. We're going to stick with those dynamic movements to come right out of the gate with our weights. So how I'm situated. I turned my air conditioner off so it wouldn't be too loud. It's pretty hot in here. Not that we're not working out hard, right? Okay, so we're going to start holding those weights in our hands and we're going to sit forward. And I want you to bring those arms, swing them kind of back. Just kind of like lift them back and let them come through the zone and stand up and reach overhead. Well, not stand up, but sit up. Bring those down and up. Even if you don't have weights, all of these moves, just used in your own body weight, still give you exercise, still stimulate range of motion, muscle, proprioception. So please follow along regardless. Good, we'll stop up here and I'm gonna bring those dumbbells down to the top of my shoulders. And I wanna stand and press and sit back down. Stand and press. If you have trouble standing, you can go halfway down and press, or just worry about the press and don't stand at all. Good, we're gonna sit back down, bring those arms down. One arm at a time, out and up, back behind the head, extend straight again and bring it back down. So I start with the back of my hand, I rotate 90 degrees till my thumb leads the way up to my head, then bring that behind my head and back up and rotate it back down. Good. Then switch arms. Up, rotate, behind the head. Make sure this is coming out to the side. And down. All right, that's our 3. Let's get through that a couple more times. So leaning forward and bringing those dumbbells back, swinging them through to sit up straight. If it hurts to bend over, try just swinging these up and down, standing up tall. Otherwise, try to get the whole body involved. Just remember, keep moving, keep exercising. Good, let's stop up here. Bring those down to the top of the shoulder. stand, and press. Last one. Good. Bring those down to the side. Remember, away from you. Rotate behind the head. And switch arms. Awesome. All right, guys. Third time through. Forward and back. Coming through. Good. Stop at the top. Bring those dumbbells down to the shoulders. Stand and press. All right. Goes down to the side. Out and up behind the head. Switch arms. So you're late, Matt Bowl. Good. All right. Bring those down. All right. Let's just sit forward on that chair, wherever you're on. Okay. So you don't have any back. Unless you have an actual back problem that hurts you to sit upright. I want you to stay forward and sit up nice and tall. Put those hands, palms facing forward. We're going to bicep curl, and then we're going to core punch out away from us, in and back down. So when you do these punch outs, leave those shoulders back. So my shoulders stay back. I don't lose them forward, okay? So don't lose those shoulders. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Well, at least you're in hot water, Matt, that's for sure. Good. Bring those into the chest And then if you're sitting forward, you should be able to lie back now into the back of that chair. And I'm gonna crunch up. Good morning, Taryn. You're late too. Good thing these are recorded and you can just go ahead and do them at your own convenience, huh? And all the way up. Arms to your side. And now let's bend at the ribs. And posture up and bend at the ribs. Try not to get caught just swinging. Go down, come back up. Go down, come back up. Good. All right. We should be sitting up right now, still at the edge of our seat. Let's go back to curl and core punch. 2 more. Into that chest and bring yourself back to the back. Crunch back up. And up, bring those dumbbells to the side and crunch the side. All right, we're up to that third set, right near the finish of our workout. Posture up, sitting tall forward in your chair, curl, and core punch. Remember, no leaning back on that chair unless you need that back support. I don't want you to hurt your back. But these core punches are going to keep us from collapsing down and tighten that core up if we're not using the back of the chair. Good. Bring those back and crunch it forward. Two more. Good. Bring those up, dumbbells down, and side to side. Last 4. Good. So before we end today, we did a lot of work on that single leg up top. So let's stretch that hip out a little bit from our seat. Let's cross one leg over the knee. Yeah, I definitely worked up a sweat with you guys today. All right, ankle over knee. I want you to sit up nice and tall in that chair. Grabbing a hold. Pull your chest through. Don't pull yourself down. Pull through this opening. We should get right back into this piriformis. Big hip stabilizer, gets real tight, can cause hip pain and low back pain. This is also a nice release if you have sciatica issues. Good. From here, I'm going to take some of the pressure off that hip and I'm going to turn towards the knee that's up. And I want to scoop that leg up into my chest. Staying in the same hip, but moving from piriformis into your glute medius and minimus. Again, helping us to take pressure off the low back, any sciatica issues, helping to release tension in the hips, increasing mobility and flexibility. Good. We'll square back up, uncross that leg, switch to the other side. Remember, posture up, pull that chest through with a straight back. If you're stretching at home, you should be stretching for bare absolute minimum 20 pure seconds, not 20 head count seconds. I always shoot for 30 just to make sure I'm in there, but you can always stretch for longer. But stretching for less, it may feel good for a second, but you did no long-term help if you rush that stretch. Let's go and sit back, turn towards that knee, scoop it up into the body. So even if you did just one stretch, make sure you hold that stretch for the right amount of time. That one stretch will benefit you more than flying through 5 stretches and just barely holding them. You got to give your mind the ability to send out the right chemical for long-term release in a muscle. Give it to relax. Real science. Good. All right, guys. That was an awesome little workout. Worked up a sweat myself with you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. If you're anywhere around the smoke, stay inside. Don't go out. Stay safe. Keep your lungs healthy. Get some water today. Enjoy yourself. Congratulations on a great workout. I always appreciate your time. From my house in 77 Lodge Trilogy, you guys have a great day. Bye now.